Welcome to Do You Know with John and Dan.
All right, how you doing?
I'm good.
All right, awesome.
This is John.
This is Dan.
All right.
All right, so what's going on?
Well, I am a born-again Christian.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How did you get to that realization?
Well, I was watching Joel Osteen, and he gave an opportunity. He gave like a 5-minute prayer at the end of his thing, and I was kind of wandering a little bit. I didn't know exactly what was happening with me. And so he caught me at a good time. I just have to say, like, it was an opportunity for me to make peace with my family, my mom, my dad.
You guys were not at peace?
Well, we were talking, my mom and I were talking about her funeral arrangements, and like what kind of place she's going to be having her funeral at. And we came to like something Christian related because she practices all religions. She's not like any one thing, even though she was raised Catholic, she's evolved to do a lot of religions. But she is worried that the people who attend her funeral won't feel comfortable in that kind of setting.
Okay.
So she wants to have like a preacher administrate the final, funeral procedures. Mm-hmm. And so we had been talking about that, and I'm going to be starting a job as a security guard coming up soon.
Congratulations.
And I was thinking about, security and being in the Marine Corps and, the kind of religion that would, provide the best protection and stuff. So it was a lot of things that went into it. And so when he asked, like, is this a time to become born again? I was like, yeah, I think so, and then I was really scared about what people would think of me. Mm-hmm. And, but then I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to go for it anyways, and I'll just work it out on the back end. So I'm a born-again Christian.
Well, that's great, man. Congratulations. I think religion and spirituality is actually really important for men specifically because it's so easy to get caught up on you being the center and holding everything together.
Yeah.
And kind of being this like concrete block that is like people feel like it's not destructible because you got to keep everything together. You got to be the protector and you got to be a provider. You got to do all these things to uphold, the ideals of man. But when you have this higher energy, the spiritual awareness, you're able to tap into it and use that to kind of give you that superhuman strength.
Right.
So I think that's great. Religion has a lot of positive meaning to it. And I was raised basically Christian. I was raised Messianic. I come from a Jewish family. So I have had both sides of religion, Judaism and Christianity. And I would say that the idea from what I am interpreting of it is basically to do good and to try and be a light in this world for others.
Yeah.
As we proceed through whatever this is, this experience,
Yeah.
Great. So, what are you gonna start going to like church or any of that stuff?
Yeah. So I basically the instructions given to me were get baptized. So I took a swim in our pool. Because I didn't know where to go exactly, and they said go to church 52 times this year. So go every week for 52 weeks. So I found a nice a non-denominational church that's nearby that I'm going to try out for 52 weeks.
Is that on Sundays?
It's on Sundays. And I'm just going to give it a try and see, only good can come from it. I don't see any negatives that can come from it. I do really well in structured environments. I do really well when I do have a connection with God and with religion. And I'm a little scared, to be honest with you. I was actually telling your mom this. I emailed her. I'm a little scared because I've always judged born again Christians really harshly. And so I'm now on the receiving end of my judgment. And so I'm worried about how people will receive me, but I'm also worried about the church itself and, the people that I'm going to be with. And I was a really harsh person in my old life when I was younger.
I think you would do better if you bring one of your kids with you.
You think so?
Yeah, because when I had a girlfriend and we used to go to her church, once or even twice a week sometimes, because there was like a thing for the kids.
Yeah.
It was because I was dating her and she had 2 daughters. It was like would get all the messages and be a part of the church and all the events and all the stuff. And it was almost like we were the safe people. Because like we could help with setting up. We could stay a little later, make sure they close up. Like, I don't know. It was like we were safe people because there was 2 kids involved.
I see.
But the people who were just like, where they appeared to be single men, they'd go there by themselves. They just want to sing and pray and be a part of the group. They were allowed, and that was fine. But it was like they weren't really included in the other things.
Right.
So I would think that having that, like, hey, I'm a father, I'm a husband kind of thing, I think would go a long way in a local church joining.
I see.
And I'm not, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying like you could go both to 2 different churches and see.
Yeah, no, it does make a lot of sense what you're saying. So I'll have to consider that. Yeah. I mean, because you're right. Like a single male showing up, they're always the crazy ones, right. Looking for like, let me read Revelations. What does it mean? So
yeah, you just want to, I mean, because the thing is, it's like, it's a lot of singing. So you got to like when the saints go marching in, and there's all these different songs, so you want to. Right. That's what's cool about having kids, because like kids will know all the words and they'll sing, and you can just like kind of clap, and you have your group going, and
right.
That was my experience. It was a small church.
Yeah. So Dave Chappelle had a comedy special.
The Closer.
The Closer.
So yeah, that I would say he is the GOAT. I mean, I'm saying he's starting to get into that position. Like, I mean, obviously Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy, but I'm saying Chappelle's close.
Yeah.
He is say 10 more years. He does a few more specials, or he does anything similar to the Chappelle Show. Yeah. Anything like that. Again, I'm just saying he almost has that legacy, that title, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But one of the funniest specials that I have seen in a long time, and I was so happy to finally see something funny.
Yes.
I mean,
it
really,
has been a little while, hasn't it?
People have been trying so hard to follow all these pretentious rules now of comedy, not to say anything too much, scared of their career, scared to be held accountable for what they said on stage. Finally had someone who came up there and finally said, I don't care. I'm letting it all out tonight. Come get me, shit. Like, that was basically his attitude.
Right.
And he brought it. I mean, he did it. He lined it up. He was able to do basically tell a story and use the whole set from beginning to end to keep that story going.
Wow.
So, I'll just say I consider myself to be a stand-up critic. I mean, I've watched a lot, predominantly watched stand-up and reality kind of shows, and I was happy with it. And I wonder the backlash and all that stuff. I don't really keep up too much with the Twitter and all the trolls and all that stuff online.
Yeah. But
I'm sure he's getting a lot of hate and a lot of flack. And at the end of the day, he's rich and he's famous. So if you're going to hate, you better be rich and famous too. I mean, if not, whatever.
I know, right?
It's just more publicity for him. It reminds me of a Tom Leykis show. I don't know if people remember this.
Yes, I remember Tom Leykis.
But it was the same thing. So many people hated Tom for being a misogynist and a pig and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, Tom always said it great. He said, look, Either you love me or you hate me, you're still listening to me.
Right.
So that's what's happening with Chappelle. He's in that same situation where either you love him or you hate him, you're still watching him.
Right.
So yeah, so you're gonna watch that, or what?
I'm gonna watch it. So I wanted to wait and watch it with my wife because I thought it might be a really good program. You told me about it, and I thought, you know what? When I say it might be great, I know it's going to be great, but I don't know if it's going to be great as a date movie, or not a date movie, but a date comedy show.
Does she like Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor and that stuff?
It's 50-50. She likes comedy, but I don't. We've never watched Chappelle together, so that's why I'm like, I think it's a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and take a leap of faith and say,
she likes like Louis Anderson,
right?
She liked some of Jeff. I think Gaffron,
right?
Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if she really is like an Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, you know what I mean, Richard Pryor kind of comedian.
I want to give it a try because the thing is that it might be that good where it transcends what people are used to. So I'm just going to try it. The worst thing is we turn it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So that's the worst case scenario is that we go, hey, no one's laughed in 10 minutes. So, hey, we turn it off.
You're all holding your laughs in. You're like,
right. Yeah, right.
Oh, that again, Dave.
Right.
I mean, basically, he goes after the LGBTQ, community.
Yeah.
And I guess if you saw his last special, Sticks and Stones, before that, that's what he did as well.
Yeah.
I'd say what's changed with him is he doesn't sound as ignorant as he did before, because he was just throwing out words because they're funny, like tranny and F and this and that. But now he's not doing that. He's being more careful on how he says it, but he says it in still a hilarious way by sounding like he's educated on the matter now.
I see.
So I like the way he wrote this, because he was able to basically challenge people by sounding like, hey, by the way, I happen to know about it now. So I like that. I like his approach, because even though he's still clowning, like just off the chart clowning, but at least he sounds like he's not attacking people because of who they are. He's attacking it more for thinking that it's the same across the board. Anyway, everyone should watch it. If you haven't, you should. And if you don't like comedy, then don't. But it's comedy, it's jokes.
Right.
Remember, there's different forms of entertainment.
Yeah.
Some people like horror. We're getting in Halloween mode. There's people who are horror fanatics.
Yeah, that's true. Comedy is not everyone's cup of tea.
Right. And horror is not everyone's cup of tea.
Right.
So it's like, listen, I don't care if someone wants to have a Saw party and they want to watch all the Friday the 13s and all this stuff, Halloween. And I've watched it. It's fine. It's not my thing. I'm not like, oh, wow. I think some of it is interesting. Like, there's certain horror movies that get my heart going a little bit. Like, something pops out. You didn't expect it. It's a little bit gross. You're like, oh,
right.
Okay.
Right.
Ooh. Right. But for me, it's still not realistic, because I've never seen a ghost. I've never seen a zombie. Like, I've never really seen any of these things. So
Right.
when I watch movies that have these things, even though they're very well created, directed, and they have great, costumes and makeup and special effects, wow, unbelievable, I still can't get there inside 100%. I'm still like, okay, still like watching fake zombies. Like, I'm still watching fake ghosts.
Right.
And I've always been like that. I don't know why. I always look at things that way, where it's like, even though I'm trying to be like, oh, it's ghosts, oh, it's zombies, I'm supposed to be so scared.
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not scared.
Yeah. Yeah, certain genres have definitely been done. Like, once it's already been done once, you know what to expect. It's the early ones, when it was the first zombie movie, like George Romero, people hadn't seen it before, so that's why it was so scary. Or Friday the 13th, or some of the early slasher flicks. But now that it's been done like to excess, it's not scary anymore. It's actually kind of funny. Even it's a little bit comedic.
That's why there's a lot of laughter now at horror movies, because
Right.
it's starting to become like it depends what you're saying, but yeah, they're trying to make it. People are seeing the comical edge of it because like you said, over and over again. I remember going on a date and we saw World War Z, and she's like crying in the movie. This girl was like one of our like first or second date. Was from China, and like we had to leave the theater. She couldn't take it. It was just too crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. Like I didn't know. I thought you said you wanted to go to it. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know that meant you don't want to go to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have the Book of Schmooze.
Oh yeah.
So we have the Book of Schmooze. The question is, would you be willing to murder one innocent person if it would guarantee the cure for cancer?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to kill anybody who's innocent ever.
What if that one innocent person were 90 years old?
Doesn't matter to me. I don't want to kill anyone unless they're gonna hurt, gonna kill me or someone I love. But I for sure don't want to kill innocent people.
Yeah, when it says murder, that kind of turns me off to the...
I mean, that's one of like the main commandments.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a big one.
It's a big one. It's an unforgivable...
Specifically murdering.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're curing cancer, so you're going to save people over time.
But that's not like it talks about like thou shalt not kill.
Yeah.
It doesn't say thou shalt save innocent life, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't say that.
It's too much. I mean, I wouldn't, I would understand someone donated their life and said, there'd be like a line. Like if you put an ad out and you said, hey, you probably aren't going to live. Like actually you're going to die for sure.
Right.
But you're going to save cancer. There'd be like a line of people who are like, finally did something with my life. They'd be like, thank God this happened.
Right.
And they would be happy to donate their life for this. So you may be able to do this without you having to murder anyone by literally just saying, hey, you're going to die, but we're going to cure cancer. And it may all work out because they may sacrifice their life for you.
Yeah, I think so the value of life, it's basically a value of life question. So we're both saying then that the value of one person is worth possibly all the people that naturally die from cancer anyways. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, he's an innocent person.
Because they're innocent and because it's a murder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't cross that line.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I guess till next time.
Till next time, this is John.
This is Danny.
Peace.
We'll see you.